So I'm going to give you an incredibly powerful mantra, one that you can say to yourself every day if you so wish. So what is this mantra? It's this: I am God. I am God. In a sense, it's a trick of the mind. If you are God, then you can create your own reality. You are master or mistress of your own fate, and more importantly, captain of your mental ship. But being God doesn't mean you can avoid the ups and downs of life or undesirable turns of destiny. But, if you're still in the land of the living, it means that you can find ways to deal with hardships or downturns and locate opportunities to prosper or just to make things better. So if you are God, the creator, then you are in control of your life, and the key control system being your own mind. In fact, that's one thing in this world that you do have control of. Nobody yet can hack into your brain and control your thought patterns or the pictures and movies that flow through your mind. So, if you remember Alan Watts, he was born, I think, 1915, died 1973. He was a British philosopher and writer, often about Zen, but one thing he said was, God is what nobody admits to being and everybody is. So, this is our big freedom, but most people don't harness the power of their own minds. They don't learn mind control. If they did, everybody would not only be affluent, at least to the degree that they wish to be, but they'd also be happy and content too, come what may. As it is, most people are buffeted around by external events and circumstances. They let things happen to them instead of securing happenstance on a leash and leading it where you want it to go. It's like the old saying of the tail wagging the dog, or you could simply say, drive the car, don't let it drive you. So if you're God, you're at the helm. Nothing will stand in your way. And if it does, you'll figure out a way to go around it. You'll bypass the roadblock. I recognise that you might feel, anyone might feel uncomfortable at the thought of deciding that they or you're God. Maybe if you're religious or something. But if so, I just simply say, well, see it as that you being God means that, this is the part of you that is connected to the Creator, be it the Christian God or the Muslim God or whatever, or see it as your personal connection to Jesus or the Buddha. It's really whatever, you're into, whatever your belief is. So, but the bottom line is, this is about results and doing whatever works. And also in the end, if you look into quantum physics, then essentially nothing is real. And that gives us carte blanche to make it all up because, it is our imaginations that, that are the creator. It's the creator. And in truth, that is exactly what you need to do to make your life the way you want it to be. You literally become the creator. Whatever you can imagine can manifest. And you see everything that happens to you in life as, little more than a dream in a way, because that way you start to believe that anything is possible and that you can sculpt your dreams in the way that you choose, or you sort of visualizing your imagination. And this will change your external everyday reality. So my advice is this: adopt a healthy disregard for the impossible. But, because by accepting that you're God, you will take on board the notion that all the ideas you dream up in your imagination can be manifested on the earthly plane. In a sense, your ideas become power objects or talismans that could just change your life and make it the way you want it to be. But let's be clear, though, it's all well and to remember this, it's all well and good, going along with the idea that you're God. but it's still just a concept, thinking in words. So the plan is to get this empowering concept embedded in your subconscious mind, which is the powerhouse within. And in fact, your subconscious will be more than happy with the idea, because it is the God that I'm talking about. It's the part of you, that not only brings you ideas and inspiration, it also gets things done. So another quote that I'm reminded of was from Charles F. Hanal. He'd sort of lived something like 1886 to 1949. He was an American businessman and an excellent author. And one of the things he said was, there is a world within, a world of thought, feeling and power, of light and beauty, and although invisible, its forces are mighty. So what we're really doing is trying to convince your subconscious mind, convince your conscious mind, that you are God, because your subconscious mind already knows this. So what I recommend you do is say to yourself on a daily basis that you are God. When you wake up in the morning, say out loud or internally that I am God. Do the same on and off throughout the day when the mood takes you. And you can also write I am God on pieces of paper and place them around your house, or even get a signet ring engraved with something like I God on it. It's empowerment, and but the more you do things like this, the more your conscious mind will accept the idea that you are divine, the creator of your own destiny. And of course, your subconscious mind will respond to this empowering message. And you'll get, I suppose, essentially, you'll get far more flashes of inspiration. I mean, that's a big thing. And they can come to you at any time. So, it's always wise to keep a notebook on you at all times. Keep one by your bed, as it's common to wake up in the night with those eureka moments. Or you can just do it, all on your phone. But, but obviously there's a key proviso, and it's no good getting lots of ideas from your subconscious if you don't act on them. And okay, yes, you'll dismiss some of them, after thinking about them in the cold light of day, inevitably, but so you do have to bring in the sort of objective, critical thinking side, obviously, but you have to implement the good ideas and fast, get down to them. Because this will encourage your subconscious, which we'll call the God within, to keep it up and bring even more flashes of inspiration. So, if you don't act, your subconscious mind would be discouraged and you'd be back at square one, your life unchanged. So I think always act. Also, you can try doing the following. It's about internalizing the idea that you are God, that it isn't something outside of yourself, So you'd start by visualizing, say, a white or golden sphere of light inside yourself, or any color that you favor, and see it as the inner you, the deeper self that radiates well-being and energy throughout your whole body-mind system. Then say to yourself, I am God. I am in command of my destiny. I can create the reality I want. I have the power within. And do this daily and before any important events in your life, from business and finances to job interviews, negotiations, or really just anything else that needs you to be empowered. But all in all, by deciding that you are God, it will put you in command of your life, directing it where you want it to go. And you'll no longer be thrown hither and thither by the fickle winds of fate. Instead, you'll be master or mistress of your own destiny.